Right, I'm going to do this one from bed because I there will be no being out of bed. Oh, fucking hell. I'm just going to get frostbite holding the camera. Right, other hand. Oh, no, I'm blocking the camera. Christ. Right, there we go. Hand is back in bed. It's like Blair Witch Project. I'm so scared right now. Oh. So, no. No. That's horrific. This is horrific. So, there's a new dimension to it. I can't breathe. So I got maybe 3 hours sleep total. I got 2 consecutive 1 hours, and then if we just call the rest of it an hour. Spent a lot of time at night on Google trying to aid myself, and it seems I have high altitude sleep apnea, where because your breaths are so shallow, you breathe how you normally breathe, but you don't get any oxygen out of that. Because when you breathe shallow at night, and you just don't get much oxygen from that at this time of night. So then you gasp to try and get some oxygen and wake yourself up. And it seems like I do that about every minute. Oh, and Nate, one of the OGs that went to Mara Peak, he warned me about it. He said, "Oh yeah, for the first time, good luck with the nights, and good luck with the nights. Like the you shallow breathe and then you gasp, wake yourself up, fight or flight. Do that kind of every 15 minutes all night. That's your night." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, all right." Didn't really know whether to believe him or not. Yeah, he was telling the truth. And then because I put both quilts on me, like you can see, I'm still in bed. I put the other quilt on me as well, and I felt like I had an elephant sitting on me at one point. So I got that off, and then not to mention the cold as well. I mean, it's -11. It's minus real feel -21, whatever real feel means. But anyway, so it's cold. I mean, all these things are hard enough as it is. Like the bed, shit. Sleeping in a sleeping bag, shit. And then it's cold. And then it's, the last few days it's become Arctic. And now you get this on top. And then I read that. Oh, and I've kind of got this ongoing cold, semi-cold thing as well. So my nose is all blocked up, which makes oxygen intake even harder. And then I Googled that, having your head up or sitting up is better. So then I tried to sleep, or I guess I did bits, just curled up in the corner in a ball, like in a sitting position, like a told off schoolboy in a bag. Oh, I'm almost like the prank I used to play on Sam. Do you want to be in a bag? Hang you out the window in a bag. Yeah, so pretty horrific. 3 more nights of this and worse, but I'm going to acclimatise today, so I'll go higher and then I'll come back down. So I guess tonight should be slightly better, and I guess tomorrow will be worse, and then the day after will be the day after base camp, and I probably will have stopped. I'll probably have given up on living at that point. So yeah, that's that. I'll see you at breakfast. And my toilet water supply is completely frozen. And now my bucket is stuck under the ice while my steaming turd looms large next to me. It's been 5 minutes, and I still haven't recovered from sticking my hand in that barrel of ice, and I can't find my glove. Note to self, don't leave the barrel in the bucket of freezing ice water. How they left it for me. And you inevitably don't get all the water in the toilet, and it can't evaporate. So it's just this ever-increasing puddle of water that I either have to stand in, wait to freeze, and slide on, use my towel to mop it up with, which then won't dry, or waste my ever-decreasing supply of toilet paper on it. None of which are very good options. I learned there's a benefit to having a bit of a gut, because when you've stuck your hand in ice water and it's -10 in the air, well, your hand isn't just going to magically get warm by being in a glove, is it? So if you bend over on your hand and you've got a bit of a gut and you've got more skin, flesh and warmth to heat it back up. Yeah, well, that's already turned to ice. Oh well, I can just stay there until I leave, can't it? At least I can't get wet from it. This is the best thing on planet Earth right now. Sun comes up in 2 hours, apparently. It is quite impressive, though, that they put a 4G antenna up there. So I still have the ability to upload videos and play Wordle and stuff. So, breakfast, I have made it this far. Some funky looking jam, and I don't know what joy I'm going to get out of that -10 degree butter, and an omelette, some toast, some spuds, no weird beans. Comical. I need a chisel, not a knife. A hammer. I think the butter's going to cool the toast before the toast melts this butter. Alright, get back to you. I've got to say, there's some things that I spent money on coming in and some things I didn't. A lot of stuff I just went with the kind of medium level Taobao range. I spent big money on the shoes, decent money on the bag, and I bought the proper American Nalgene bottles. And boy, am I glad I did, because they take freezing and they take boiling, and I don't really understand how the water didn't freeze overnight, so I'm quite impressed. Well, I'm so tired of crying, but I'm out. I'm on the road again. I'm on the road again. So that's where we're going. That flag is the minimum, and that rock is the maximum. And the rock is Nagarjun Hill. It's 5,100 meters, which is not far off. That's only 250 meters less than base camp. So it'd be nice to get there, but yeah, who knows? So this actually on 3 hours sleep. I don't know. But I ain't going down that all alone on some road all by myself. Now in the day clobber. So I think this might be the last you hear from me for a while. Dingboche from above. Lotsa, now cloudless. And gonna plow this bastard all day. Gotta love them yaks, boy. I love these little rock piles. I love building these. I used to build these in rivers and just in the garden generally. Or on the ridge. It's pretty nice. The yaks walking across the plain. They're going to Dingboche, which is where I'm going tomorrow. Shame, I could have been going today, I could have got a ride. The yaks going across the plain just looks so cool. And this mountain here, I can't see anything really what I'm doing because it's too bright. Oh yes, I can. That mountain, that's Dingboche East, which is the one that Peter's guide recommends he climbs instead of Island Peak. But dang, that thing's big. Well, this is pretty awesome. This is the yin and the yang of doing it in December versus summer. The days are way better, I think, in the winter, and the nights are much worse. Summer, the days are going to be kind of blah because it's packed, and the nights are going to be kind of like, yeah, that's okay because it's mild. As opposed to this contrasts. Hell and heaven. A new mountain has entered the fray. That is Marcalo. It's the sixth highest in the world. So we're at hill number 3. That's not bad. We've only been at this an hour. Well, hello. So you see these mountains in the distance, and they're just pictures in the distance. You know what I mean? They could be any mountain, but you get this close, and they start to get personality. You start to get a feel for them. You know what it might be like to be on them, to climb them. I'm a dublam. So it's hill number 4, I guess. Hey. She just decided not to go up. She's probably smart. Probably smarter than me. And a checkpoint. Oh, this is killer. I think the days of me walking and talking are gone. Oh, let me try. Not really. It's galling. Oh, fucking hell, see what I mean? It's galling that I'm just struggling to get up here. Admittedly, I do have my backpack on because I didn't want to have any false hope about what lies ahead and get to tomorrow and be like, oh, this is way different. But I'm struggling, and Dana there, just walking up on his phone, just having a chat, you know, nice little windy walk, chat with the missus. The Mongolia Hat is back. The windbreaker is back without the down jacket, and you can't see, but I have thermals on under my pants for the first time since we break into Beard Grills. I don't have anything to say. So the final checkpoint, apparently before the path disappears. These two not looking very impressed, and I think they want to go home. So these guys really weren't keen for this. I've been sensing it from the start. They're like, oh, we can just go up there, and finally it come to a crescendo where he said, oh, most people just do 400 meters. I was like, yeah, but the goal is to come to the top, right? Yeah, but most people just do 400 meters just to the first 1 or 2. So yeah, but the mission is the top, right? Oh no, but 400 meters is fine. Yeah, but you can go to the top. Yeah, some people go to the top. I want to go to the top. Let's go. Feeling a bit lightheaded. I've powered up here because otherwise I feel like I was going to get turned back by Dana. I don't think he was going to let me come up here unless I powered on, which is probably a bit of a stupid thing to do because I feel a bit weird. But anyway, just about to break through 5,000 meters. First time ever, baby. Woo! Probably shouldn't be this happy. So there's a lake I wanted to go to on the way down from base camp, which we didn't have time for. But as it turns out, my insistence on coming up here, turns out we actually see it. This is Cholo Lake, and that's, I guess if you carry on through there, Cholo Pass. Cool, and it's all frozen. Awesome. Vindication. And Domingos. There's some snow and ice for you. There's black ones as well. going to be, so you can see the whole thing. It's like an aerial view. So Dingboche, Abu Dablam there, Dingboche down there, and then like through the valley, the river, and then well, that's then that down that trail is where the yaks go to Dingboche, and then I guess that's where we'll go around there, up that valley there, up towards base camp. That's the final valley. That is the last valley you go in, and then you go up there, and then it's a straight hit up to Dingboche, Nagarjun base camp back there, and that is Chola Pass, where I wanted to go and wasn't allowed, where Luke is. Yeah, I mean this is 4,400 meters to 5-1 in one hit, 700 meters straight up. Not like during the day either. Just this is in like 3 hours. I feel like I've had a couple. Break it down, AJ. I'm pushing through. 4,997. 4,998. Breakthrough, baby. I love it, baby. You did it, AJ. 5,000 meters. Get in. Back of the net. Cash back. Spice World. So I've summited Nagarjun Hill, 5,100 meters. I don't feel right in the head, but look, well, I'll do a proper wrap around in a minute. Yeah, first time above 5,000 meters, first time summiting anything. Incredible. So yeah, here we got, there's Island Peak there, and then the Marrero, whatever, the 6th biggest in the world. Abu Dablam, which you probably know intimately by now. Then Dingboche and Dingboche East and Chola Valley. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. Nice place to be when you've like had 3 beers and smoke. And so yeah, for those of you who enjoyed or didn't enjoy rather the Suicide Cliff part of that hike yesterday with the drops, I am anchoring my foot under this rock because I ain't going to enjoy this and I don't trust myself or the way I feel. So I'm anchored. But that is about 300 foot straight down. Horrific. Hideous. Didn't enjoy even holding the phone over the side there. Awful. Okay, well, could there be more fitting of a place? This is just beautiful, man. This is perfect. So I'm completely out of it, right? I can barely remember getting up here. I've been like a man possessed. It's crazy. And it's surreal. Like I can hear these two talking to each other and Dana's on the phone. But it's like muffled. It's like it's in a different world. It's bizarre. Woohoo! Ooh, ooh. Anyway, to spin me out even further, get this right. Even my own voice feels weird and distant. This is a freaky feeling. This is a cheap night out, I tell you. Just before I passed 5,000 meters, I'd sent some of these videos to my best mate from flight school, Andy Goth,
who we went through all our training together until I, flight instructor and everything, until I left and went to Africa. So I sent him these videos and said, it's still not too late, Sally, and that he can still donate. And he's like, oh yeah, what's your target? And I was like, well, it's 10 grand, but I don't think we'll hit that. But maybe if you can help us hit 9, or if you really want to put in like $1,200 and help us hit 10, then who might say no? But he donated $9,000. What a fucking legend! What a legend! And yeah, I was like, what are you doing? You're drunk. You made a mistake. No, he hasn't made a mistake. That's what he wanted to do. And he's just such a legend. So, kudos to my man, Andy Goff, out there in San Diego. San Diego. Which, of course, in German means a whale's vagina. What a legend. Cheers, buddy. And at the top of the world with you. Good job. So, target smashed. $17,000 or something like that. Crazy. Right, I better go back down and sober up. I can really see how people die mountaineering when you get this funky and there's these kind of drops. Look at that drop down there. Oh, it's like 1,000 feet or something. Straight down. Oh, this is why I do not do mountaineering. This isn't enough for me. I'm not good with the heights, right? And I end up this with a fear of heights when you're basically drunk. Doesn't look good. So I was just kind of powering back down the hillside now. I'm in a bit of a daze about everything, to be honest. Did any of this really happen? Am I really here? Did Goss really donate all that money? Did I really demand of my guide that we're going to the top and kind of yell at him when I got to the top because he denied me the lake that I want to go to, that I wanted to go to on the way back down so they can get home for lunch? Has any of this happened? I'm not really sure. I'm starting to sober up a little bit. It's weird. This is a weird feeling. I kind of feel drunk, but I still know how to do everything in a very sober, competent way. But everything's just kind of fuzzy. Whoo! On the way back down. Don't feel quite the same as I did when I was here before, but certainly better than when I was up there. I call that altitude sickness. I call that altitude greatness. That's the cleanest drunk you can ever feel. Shit, that's the flag. That's the flag where the path ended. Back down to earth. I'm kind of in shock that this just happened. That I managed to do that. I don't know, it doesn't look that far, but we've just been coming down forever. Everything's a bit surreal. Back over Dingboche. What just happened? What happened? So crazy! Just been reviewing the craziness. I did all that on a breakfast of 2 bits of bread, an egg, and a potato. And then at lunch, I can see why you didn't want me to do it. But then I did have my chocolate protein bars, and that's what they're for. And when we were up there, and I had the second one, then he's like, "Okay, so we'll just go there and come down." I'm like, "No, man, I'm not eating the food to come back down. Let's finish the goal." Between the altitude and the sun and the wind and the and goth, I'm just sitting here at lunch, waiting for my food, just kind of numb, stunned. I mean, that was probably the most amazing thing I've ever done.
will defy them and bash up that mountain to get to the top and see the best views. I've ever seen on this thing that I'm raising money, which has been for cancer, and as I do it, Andy, can't call him that, Goth, does something as amazing at the same time as I'm crossing the 5,000 meter threshold. It's just mind blown. That spun me out so much that I think it added to my drunken state up there. I was absolutely spinning out. On another note, this place during the summer apparently is absolutely pumping. But they even have all this spare furniture over there to cope with the excess. But I'm like somebody in an apocalyptic movie, you know? There was once life here. I can picture it. Alright, let's see if my ginger tea and chow mein can stop my head from spinning. Because nothing seems real right now. So, that day happened. That might be the wildest day of my life. Given how I slept. Kind of felt like I was dying. To then what happened. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, apart from the when your first child was born here. The craziness of that and the altitude and the drunkenness, basically. That was wild. That was like an out-of-body experience. It's just crazy. And then there's the goth donation right in the thick of it. Just crazy day. Anyway, so I mean, I did it, and I mean, I didn't like. I could tell they were so against me doing that. You know, even yesterday we were talking about it. You could see him like steering me away from it, but like it's on the itinerary. It's an option to do that. So like if it's there, I'm going to try and do it, aren't I? And then you know his concern was about getting back for lunch in time. Like who gives a monkeys? Maybe you do about what time you're going to have lunch. I don't. This is one in a lifetime thing. And the cheek, I told him like I want to see Cholo Lake on the way back. Oh, there's no time for that. Right, but yet you don't tell me that if we just hike for another hour up this hill, I'll see it. Yeah, but so I made it to the top. It just went on forever. It doesn't look much on the video, but it just goes on forever. An hour and a half or 2 hours from the last flag, and then we managed to get down in about 2 hours from top to bottom. I can see how people get themselves in trouble. Like it felt really vulnerable. Like, oh, what have I done? And you can't. You're up there. I'm up there, and I'm now not really compos mentis. I've got to get back down. Almost didn't go to the top, like the last 100 meters, because I was like, I'm not right. This is not right. I shouldn't be going any further. But I said, where's the top? And he said, oh, it's just there. You can see the flag. And I'm like, all right, okay, well, I might as well. Already here. But yeah, so I mean, well, acclimatization was the point. Then that's a big tick, because that was 5,100 meters, and proper information on Everest is 5.3, and tomorrow we're going to 4.9. So I've already been higher than tomorrow, and almost been as high as base camp. Admittedly, it destroyed me, and I was in a bit of a mess. But yeah, that's got to be good for the acclimatization. Hopefully, I will sleep better tonight. Round it out with a mac and cheese. 85, consistent. Or 86, improved. Get a bit of practice with the head torch on to show you the map, which I will need on Everest Day and maybe Kalapatar Day, or Summit Kalapatar if we're doing it in the morning. So today, he went Yeah. That's, and then back again. 5,083 meters. Tomorrow, come down there, back into the valley, and then as we were talking, as I was showing you, it's that straight up past Cholo Lake, and then it's that valley, and we're gonna go to Dingboche, and Peter is there tomorrow, so we'll be there together, and then we will. I don't know if we'll actually go together, but we will do Everest Base Camp together.